Monad holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Let's waste no more time and take a look at what's happening with Monad's price as we are going into Thursday morning. First and foremost, just want to say thank you to everyone that showed tremendous amount of love on the yesterday's update. Again, continue supporting. Make sure your bell icon is on so you're notified every time we upload. But as we are going into Thursday morning, as far as the broader market is concerned, not bad. Not bad. But over the last 1 hour, we're seeing a little bit of a minor pullback, and that is due to the dominance kind of gaining strength, which of course is causing some altcoins to obviously react to that. If you're looking at Monad, obviously you're not going to see it in the top 100 coins. Yesterday there was glitch on crypto bubbles, which obviously made it pop up in the top 100, but it's far away from top 100. Its current rank is at about 163. Before we get into any further, though, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So right now, you're looking at the price sitting at about 4.3 cents, down 2.4% on the USD side of things. It's down 6.3% on the Bitcoin side of things because, again, the dominance is something I want you guys to be focusing on. It has seen a major uptick. The valuation, though, still sitting at about $464.8 million. It was actually able to hit a new all-time high after I uploaded the video last night, but since then we've seen a little bit of a minor pullback. 24-hour trading volume has decreased, currently sitting at about 688 million, but still more than its market valuation. As far as the DeFi is concerned, you can see for yourself, total value locked has increased about 18.51%, currently sitting at about 134.59 million in terms of TVL. This again is a new chain. Obviously, it has a lot of hype behind itself. Again, obviously, you guys already know my overall stance. There is a lot of competition out there. There's no question about that. But again, could this be a chain that could actually gain some momentum as we are obviously going into the future? As far as valuation is concerned, based off of the hype that was around this coin, I personally still do believe that it launched at a lower valuation. Again, we got to take it one step at a time. Obviously, we got to monitor, the price action, see what's happening, where it could really lead as we go further into, obviously, the end of the year, which of course we're approaching very, very fast. But if you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, so let's focus on that first, and I'm going to pull out the charts for you guys later. You can see, we've seen a major uptick for the dominance, and that is the reason why you're actually seeing some altcoins over the last 24 hours, over the last 1 hour down. And if you're looking at Monad, down 6.3% on the Bitcoin side of things, that is the main reason. If you're looking at the valuation, if you're looking at the Bitcoin price point, Bitcoin is looking amazing. Bitcoin is actually looking amazing right now. You're sitting at about $91,467, just below our target at 0.50 fib zone. Bitcoin showing, obviously crazy momentum, which is the core reason why over the last, 24-hour time frame, you're seeing a lot of green across the board. And right now, Bitcoin is pretty much, pushing towards the upside, yet the dominance is also continuing to pull down, pull up, which again is causing altcoins to lag. But, Bitcoin could potentially get back into the 0.50 fib zone in the next few hours to come. And I do expect maybe we do see a little bit of a rejection, but nonetheless, an amazing move for BTC. Now, let's take a look at what's happening with Monad. Again, let me remind you guys, this is a new project. It's a very new coin that has obviously launched, and we just cannot forget that it's very hard to do technical analysis. So the more days pass, the more support that we can kind of see, and the more data that we have that we can work. But right now, there's no point in working with anything above or lower than where it opened up. We need to work with the data that we have. Simple as that. And this is all we have as of now. And if I were to zoom in here for you guys, you could see, let me actually extend this 4 cents, 4.1 cents price point. Yeah, there we go. So if you're looking at it, let me actually extend it. Yeah, there we are. Give or take. It doesn't have to be exact because, again, like I said, this is a new project. But we've been kind of ranging around this level. We actually did see a new all-time high at literally just below 5 cents price point, a few wicks, but you can see major swings as well, right? You can see major retracement. Why is that the case, you may be asking? Because there are some people that are just, swing trading this. And of course, we also need to kind of keep in mind, Monad breaking above this key range can enter price discovery mode. And once it enters price discovery mode, like I said last night as well, there's no resistance, there's no support, momentum. It depends on the momentum that it has. And, price could appreciate quite a bit. But with that said, let's not forget this is a new project, and a new project needs to find a ground for itself. And in a way, like I said, it's way too early, way too early. But as of now, we've been kind of seeing this sideways pattern, if you want to take it that way. We've been kind of consolidating within this range just below the 5 cents price point. And again, if you want to see the swings that I'm referring to, just look at it for yourself. After we retested 4.8 cents, we saw a retracement of 14% here, 14% there, and 14% once again. But time and time out, you're noticing a little bit of a support that's forming around the 4.1 cents price point. We've retested it literally 4 times over the last 24 hours. And in terms of the swing side of things, I'm sure people that were swing trading this, made maybe like 15% here and there. But when I talk about swing trading, I only focus on spot trading. I am totally against leverage trading, as you guys know, and I would never ever, suggest anyone to look into leverage trading. That's how much I don't like leverage trading. But again, in terms of an opportunity when it comes to nearly pairs, it could be definitely there on the spot side of things if you understand what you're doing, right? Obviously, you need to understand the risk factor associated, but still, it has seen a very impressive move since the launch. And I've already stated to you guys before, it launched at a very low valuation, and it's been up about 131% since then, but it has been consolidating above the 4 cents price point. And if Bitcoin continues to push up, unfortunately, right now, what is an unfortunate thing is that dominance is picking up. If the dominance was still hanging around here, and Bitcoin was pushing up the way it did, I personally believe not only Monad but a lot of other coins would actually have seen a very impressive day. You're still seeing some coins having an impressive day, but we need to zoom out and take a look at how much some of these coins are down on a monthly perspective, and that makes you look at it from a different angle. So as of now, the price of Monad, you just don't want to see the price dropping below the 4.1 cents price point, still ranging around here. Volume dropping, again, it's not always a bad thing as long as the price is not seeing downwards trajectory. That is where it's not looking nice. But as of now, the price still remaining above this key range, like what we're seeing here. Obviously, it kind of has built up a little bit of a resistance over the last 24 48 hours around 4.9 cents. If this is able to break out, it could enter the 5 cents price point. And again, if you want to put that into perspective from where we currently are, that itself is a move of about 17.18%. Again, this is a very small valuation coin in this day and age. 464 million is not big. And these types of swings can happen much quicker. So, more volatility to be expected, and these coins can be manipulated easier. And that is obviously one thing to kind of keep in mind as well. But as of now, still holding above this key range. We'll take that as of now. Let me know in the comments down below what your overall strategy is on Monad, and what excites you the most about Monad. Of course, like I said, I've shared in my last update, I've been quite transparent. I don't own any. I'm bringing you guys unbiased updates. Obviously, in terms of tokenomics, if you missed the other update, tokenomics obviously on paper are not looking good. But the one positive thing that you could say is that there's no future unlocks till next year. So there's about 12 months from the mainnet until the next unlocks happen. And of course, that is where I personally believe you will see the price of Monad reacting in a negative way rather than the positive way, because of course, a lot of coins will unlock, which means more coins in circulation, pretty much basic supply and demand. And it doesn't necessarily mean the day of the unlock, you see the price going down. Sometimes it happens way before, like a couple months before the market kind of starts pricing itself for that. So that's what I want you guys to keep in mind. Let me know your personal thoughts. What are you guys doing right now? How are you guys playing this? Thank you so much for all your support, and we'll see you later in Crypto ZX and peace.